up, boom, I come in this position. See that? See that? See that? And I go to this position, and I chop high, chop low. I'm gonna eventually be rotating my hips. But when we rotate our hips, when we rotate our shoulders, guess what happens? We become explosive. Hey guys, thank you for checking out our video today. My name's Sean Elders, and this is Pinnacle Combat Arts. Like, subscribe, comment down below, hit the bell so you can be notified every time we get a new video. Today we're gonna be working on a little bit of Silat. Let's get started. We're gonna be doing Silat. I'm gonna show you empty hand and knife aspects of it using the same movements, okay? So I'm gonna show you guys first the routine or how the hand movements. We call it the exchange. You'll see it in some of the Jurus. So if he puts out his hand here like this, I'm gonna do it just for the camera reason, is you're gonna parry this, okay? You're gonna slide this hand up, okay? This hand's gonna engage, okay? So when this hand engages, it could be a chop to the neck, okay? It could be a body strike. But what we usually do, I like to do it just like a stick movement. So you have, for instance, you have a Bicidario 6 stick movement where you slice, you go low, and then you go high. It's the same concept here. You're gonna pass like this. This hand chops, or chops low, chops high, okay? And then you strike with this hand, okay? What's gonna happen is this hand parries, this hand passes, and then we're gonna hammer fist low and then go up high and then come in with that strike. This hand passes like this and comes to the outside. I go low and high, hammer fist or chop to the neck, and then we go to the other side. As we do that, we pass it and come to the other side. So what's happening is I'm going here like this, and I can work this side right here. You see that? So when he comes in, I come to this position, I strike here, and I strike there. And then I come straight down. Let's do it on this side. Gives me the right hand. When I come into this position, notice I'm coming in, this hand rides, okay? I strike low and I strike high, and I hammer fist, just like this. That's just the one side. He could come in with the other hand, and I come to this side as well, strike low, strike high, and then come in. I can hammer fist or I can chop to the neck. The idea is that you're getting the movement down. What does this movement have to do with anything? You may ask. You may go, well, how does that relate to a street fight? Okay, it relates a lot. One could be he checks my shoulder and I come in and I'm opening up the position. Okay, I can strike low and strike high, or I could go straight for the strike. Okay. There's three basic variations I'm going to show to you today. The first one is where I parry, I come in, I strike either slap or fist to the ribs, and I come up and I chop to the neck, strike to the neck again, okay? That's the first variation. Then you do it on the other side. So you're going to go 1, 2, I strike low, strike high, and I come in. This is called the exchange, and it's part of several of the Jurus in Sirat Silat. When it comes in, 1, okay, I strike low, strike high, and I come in, okay? It could be, like I said, it could be a push, okay? It could be a punch. Boom, you're just parrying it like this. And instead of just parrying it, we set it up, see? Because as this hand drags back, this hand drags back, I'm already coming in like this. And then I can come in on the other side. The follow-up can be very basic. I call it the caveman follow-up. The follow-up is a Bicidario 6 from Filipino Kali. We go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Or you can do chops, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. With a knife, you could do the same thing. With a stick, we could do the same thing. It's a basic movement mechanics, okay? That learn how to will your hands and your weapons, okay? So the idea is that you have to remember that Silat and Filipino martial arts is not a sport. It is for combat. And in combat, there's different types of pressure and a different type of threat. When you compete, there's an environment that's created, okay? There is the known. Why are you in there? What are you doing? What is the objective? And based on that objective, creates the environment at hand with a referee and all that stuff. But in a fight situation where somebody's gonna try to hurt you and really hurt you, we have different series of types of combatives that create and facilitate the right type of environment, right type of offensive directness that we need to have, okay? So if I'm in my position and he may just be saying something, I'm not gonna get into all that. I'm gonna give you just simply what we call the template. The template could be based off of, like I said, a push, a punch, the hands come up, okay? It could be any of that stuff. All you're doing is learning how to do the movements, because the movements can take place at any time. He could be setting up to push and then try to throw a punch at me. So he pushes my shoulder and then I'm already there. You see that? I'm already there dealing with engaging it, okay? Because instead of it being a thing where he pushes me and I'm not ready, my hands are engaging and dealing with the attack, okay? That is very important. So the first exercise you do is he'll just put his hand up, boom, and I'll chop low, chop high, and chop on this side. He gives you the other hand, and I go to this position, and I chop high, chop low. I'm gonna eventually be rotating my hips. But when we rotate our hips, when we rotate our shoulders, guess what happens? We become explosive. So when that hand comes up, boom, I come into this position. He comes up, boom, you get to the point, you go, it's nice and slow, get the motion down, okay? Slow, smooth, smooth is fast, okay? See this? See that same hand that's here is gonna come up when it comes across, boom. You see that? And I'm striking, yep. You don't wanna do it now. See that? So that's what we're doing, okay? So this low, first one is we go low and then high, okay? And so the second one is where we come in and I'm gonna go straight to the neck, okay, just like that, yep. And then we're gonna slap and go here like this. And I come here, I slap, and we go here. So it's just a high position, okay? That's it. So we're going here, see? And so we're going here like this. And you end up sometimes even crossing like this and then going pow like this. It's very interesting what can happen, and you'll start to feel, you're like, whoa, what is this? And you'll start to experiment and find all these different variations to that same movement, but just the sequence will be a little bit different. So when we go here, see that? In that position, you know, see that? That time I added. So I go here, boom, and I go here, and I check again, and then I go here. See that? It all depends on how long their arm stays up. And then the final third one is where when he goes to check me, and I come into this position, I'm gonna come straight in with this hand, okay? When I do that, I'm gonna go here like this, and I strike once. He comes in with the other hand, boom. So this time I'm gonna come here, and I'm gonna strike here. You can palm strike, see that? So it just comes here, boom, and bam. And this one, I like to do kickboxing too, because you can just do it with your glove, because you're like, bam, see that? Okay, if this hand ends up was low right when they throw the attack and you parried like this hand can catch this like this and come straight in if you wish to do it, okay? It's the same concept as if they threw some kind of round punch and you just go boom like that, and you just kind of put your hand out almost like a John Wayne block and then come straight down and strike them. It's the same concept, but you're doing the the rear hand instead. So I go here and I strike. See that? And I can strike with the other hand. Then boom, like this. And I just strike here and I strike. See that? 1, 2, I strike and I strike. See that? See, I'm coming in here like this. Notice I'm bringing it to my center line, because I know that if the other hand comes up, I know that I can use that to deal with something. You see that? Okay. And I have an opportunity if it opens up. Okay. And I know that I need to have my hands where they can engage. That's very important. So the first one is I go here, low, high, and strike. Other side, 1, 2, here. Notice I only go to the wrist, low, high, and strike. Here, low, high, and strike. Low, high, and strike. Then the next one's gonna be high, okay? I strike and I slap, and then I get to pick the other one up. I go here and I strike and I slap. And that gauges that one, just like this, okay? Boom, boom, and I strike, and I hit here and I slap, and when I do that, and we end up doing, like when we slap, we do ear grabs and rips. You know, you rip the ear. I'm not saying you're gonna rip it off, I'm just gonna say you cause pain, okay? Boom, boom, and I strike here. I strike to the face and rip, see that? And I strike, see that? Okay, so those are 3 exercises that you can use for Silat. I'll see you next time. Go to our website, pinnaclecombatarts.com. There you can find out more about what I do and the classes that I provide. Thank you guys so much for your support, and have a great day.